Good evening, friends. So today we all are over here for a group discussion on the topic death penalty or capital punishment, which is the need of the hour. Capital punishment should be made mandatory for the heinous crimes like murder, rape and serial killing. Do you agree or disagree with this?
Of course, I fully agree with this statement, death penalty, and today I would like to say on death penalty, how death penalty deters the crime. And it is very important, and it is the responsibility of all state to save and protect the life of the innocent citizen as well as general people. And enacting the death penalty may save those lives of those people, and it will also help to reduce the violent crime. And okay, how it proceeded and how it will be effective to the people. The fear of the execution means the fear of the death penalty. It will change the mind of the murderers who are going to do this act, and it will help to change their mind, and in a way that they think that death penalty is no longer worthwhile for them. There are many research studies and they showed that how the death penalty will deter the crime, and one of those is carried out by Stephen in 1985, that one single death penalty or one single execution will decrease the 18 murders, and so I would say that I agree with this.
But Vicky, I disagree with this statement because even there are many murders happening in this world, but still there are very few people who are given death execution punishment. So it will not increase the crowd in the prison, but rather I think that they should be, this kind of prisoners should be used in the different experimental purposes, like for example in medicine purposes. They can be given very different medicines for experimentation, for tasting their medicines. So this prisoner should be given this kind of medicines in order to reduce the expenditure of the government in experimenting in different animals and all those. They can take out the different solutions from giving this kind of medicines to the humans very accurately, which will be coming out from the animals after giving them. So they can use this kind of medicines of the prisoners for medical purposes.
So you mean to say that such prisoners should be used in a more productive manner,
Yeah.
right? But what I feel over here is that if such prisoners, if they are set free once their life term or the imprisonment period is over, they would be a constant threat to the society.
But I think that they should move to the different countries or cities in order to prepare themselves for living in the society, in order to make them to bring more humanity in their mind, to make them good people. Every human being should given chance to be a good person. Why not them? These murderers are human beings, so it's not a part of a humanity that they should be murdered or they should be given death execution. But instead they should be given a gift of life, so that they can improve themselves and they can be used in more productive way.
Okay, I would agree with this execution. Because my point is that execution prevents accused from committing further crimes, and according to me, the criminals or accused, it's a death penalty is a good way to prevent them to get back into the society and they prevent them from committing further crimes. As there are not only the prisoners who have committed brutal crimes, there are also certain prisoners who are just kept in prison for theft or burglary kind of charges. So I would say that these prisoners who have committed crime like murder they would also they would also affect these criminals, and they can also they can put a bad effect on their life, or they can charge on these kind of small prisoners who are not in prison for a very bad penalty. So, and the next advantage of death penalty is that there are many prisoners who have their gangs, or there are family members, or I mean, they help them to escape from prison. So my point is that even though there are highly secure prisons in our country, in every country, I would say, but they are still not as secure as they should be, because if a prisoner want to escape from a jail, it can be easily done by them, because there are many members of their gang, or maybe from their family, who could help them to escape from jail. And after escaping from jail, they would again go and hurt somebody in our society. So it is according to me, it is a good thing to execute them at the time they are committing the murder, or at the time they are held in the jail.
Yes, I agree with you, because today we can find high-handed criminals who have all the powers to get rid of their punishment. Even though whatever punishment is given to them, they are influential enough to get rid of it very easily, and hence they are saved from the punishment. So such kind of criminals, they should not be given second chance. Instead of that, there should be speedy trial, and it should be kind of tit for tat. The same punishment should be given to them what they have done to others. And apart from that, it's like there is no point of setting them free, because they are going to increase the ratio of crime in future. Because in majority of the cases, once these criminals are released, once their term of imprisonment is over, they resort to the crimes. They get back into the same world. Instead of leading a better life, and instead of learning the lesson from the imprisonment, they resort to the same crime and lead the same life of darkness, which is full of crime. So I feel that penalty should be there.
Yeah, I'm totally agree with her, because I'm totally agree with her, because the criminals should punished in the positive manner, because they can't take anyone's life without any particular reason. So according to me, the death penalty should punish to first degree murderer, and for the eye for the eyes, just like the tit for tat. And they are punished for heinous crime like murder and rape in the positive manner.
Yes, it's very true that every person or every individual on this earth has got a right to live. So nobody can, snatch this right from any person. The murderers, when they commit the murder in a very brutal manner or in a heinous manner, they are actually taking away the right to live from the person. So I feel that though death penalty is considered as barbaric in nature by certain section of the society, it should be executed and it should be imposed, because ultimately life is considered to be sacred and nobody can take that from anyone.
But I want to include a point that the murderer is also a human being. So you should treat that murderer with human being only. So it should be done that murderer should be given another kind of punishment rather to hang to death or giving any death punishment. So they should be given a long life punishment to live in jail for throughout their life, so that they can use this kind of, even this government can use this kind of people for productive use. So I think that they should not be given any.
What I feel over here is that giving them life imprisonment serves no purpose over here, because when they commit the murder or when they murder anyone, that person already loses his life. So these people, they don't learn any lesson out of it. Even if they are in the prison for throughout their life, they don't learn any lesson out of it. So in order to teach them a lesson, I feel that they should be given the same punishment and they should be hanged to death. And at the same time, it would be serving as a lesson to other potential criminals also. We can, at least spread fear among them, and they would think at least 10 times before committing such crime.
Nowadays, rate of crime are increasing day to day. So, number of criminals are growing their communities. So, the reason for the execution of death penalty should be applied because the number of criminals are in a prison is increasing day by day. So the problem is creating for overcrowded prisons soon everywhere in every nation. So as per my opinion, death penalty must execute on the criminal.
But my dear friend, I disagree with your sentence because overcrowded is not a solution for this death penalty. Because death penalty we can give only 2 or 3%. So that way we can't get any solution. See, India and China have the overpopulation problem, but they are not started to killing the person. Like that way, death penalty is not the solution for the overcrowded. Instead of that, we can think like that way, we can build more new prisons. Or everywhere they don't have the overcrowded problem. So we can shift the prisoners to another prison. Like that way also we can manage the all the problems like that were overcrowded. Or we can send them on near the border. They can work for the country and they find how it is difficult. So instead of that to kill them or to give them death penalty, I think so we can make new prisons or we can shift to in another prison or like that way we can use in charity way. So they can also live because all human beings have right to live in this world. All have the right. And our laws also says like that way. If one murder, if 10 innocent will we can't leave anybody, any innocent person to kill them like that way. So I think so death penalty is not good solution for that one.
No doubt, like certain nations in the world, let's say the European nations, they give high respect to life and they are the ones to value the life. So they don't believe in the death penalty. And even the Portugals were the first ones to stop the death penalty. So yes, as you mentioned that they should be utilized in a productive manner and should be given a chance to live. Yes, no doubt even certain rehabilitation centers could also be established where these people are given psychological treatment, they are worked on their psychological state and they could be brought back on the track. In a way, it's like giving a second chance to them, leading a new life where they could make a fresh start. But then in the end we feel that even this doesn't work at times because these are the people that even after rehabilitation and even after these counseling, they are not able to get back on track and lead a normal life as we human beings are living because they are constantly, their mind is ruled with such activities, criminal activities only. So I feel that even though we give them a second chance or if they are rehabilitated, in the end or ultimately they are not going to change themselves. So friends, it's like it should be left to the law of the country or the judicial system of the country whether death penalty should be made mandatory or not. But yes, we can only say that the laws should be made stringent enough so that the criminals are taught a lesson. The judicial system of our country these days is not quick enough. We don't have speedy trial. Even the number of the pending cases is very, very high. So I feel that more of speedy trials should be adopted and laws should be made strict and stringent enough. So if not death penalty, then at least these criminals should be taught a lesson in a very bad manner that they never think of committing the same crime again, and at the same time potential criminals can be reduced in number. So it was a good discussion. Thank you.
Thank you.